back to the channel, guys. Today we're hopping back on the IS300. In our last episode we got this IS300 up and running that hasn't ran in over 2 years, so she is running now, but she is far from drivable. Since it was sitting so long, we are having some fuel pressure issues once again. We're getting the drop in the fuel pressure. I think it's picking up sediment at the bottom of our tank. I think we're gonna have to drop the tank. I have been trying to run it as much as possible just to run all that fuel out of the tank. And also our radiator decided to crack on the bottom side. So we'll be swapping the radiator out as well. And hopefully mechanically she'll be good to go after that. Here we have our new radiator that I got off Amazon. Surprisingly, this radiator was pretty cheap. So we ended up paying $65 on Amazon for this guy. We'll get her up in there and start swapping things out. Yeah, I know you want to ride in it. We gotta wait, dude. We gotta get a new radiator in. We gotta drop the fuel tank and clean it up. All right. Alright guys, I didn't even notice there was a fuel drain in our fuel tank right here. I could have just drained our fuel. It's a very windy day today, so sorry if the audio is a little crazy. Might have some issues getting these bolts off because they've been scraped to death. That one doesn't even look like a bolt anymore. That one's barely a bolt. It's barely a bolt. So these guys might be pretty difficult to get off. Same with this side. I'm gonna start with this cover. Just looks like a bunch of 10 mils. Looks like we have to take this drive line off, and I'm gonna take out our exhaust. We got our drive line out, we got our exhaust out. Gotta get these emergency brake cables out of the way. I'll pop these guys off of here. Looks like I can unbolt it right here. Looks like the cable slips off that little bracket right there. Emergency cables out of the way. I got 3 of these bolts out that were ground down to nothing. The ones that had a little bit of shape left to them, I was able to get with the extractor tool. I think these other ones right here, I'm probably just gonna have to grind off. Alright guys, we got our gas tank out. It's definitely dirty. I believe that's what's clogging up our fuel pump. I'll make sure all the fuel is drained out of here, and then we'll start cleaning it. Alright guys, we got our gas tank cleaned inside and out. So she's looking a million times better than what she was. So everything should be good to go here. I also power washed everything up in here. Let's get that tank up here. Alright guys, I got the gas tank in and mistakes were made. I forgot to put this shield in. Everything is connected up top. Now we just gotta get that shield back on. All right, guys, we got our shield back on, driveline back on, we got our exhaust back on. I went ahead and pulled this fuel filter out. I opened it up and made sure that it wasn't clogged or anything. She looked pretty clean. The only thing we need to do down here is get some new bolts for these guys. I got the old bolts out of there with some vice grips. We're gonna go ahead and pull this radiator out and get this guy replaced. Got the old radiator out. We got the shroud and the fans on the new radiator. We can pop this guy in now. I might just hit this front with the power washer since the radiator's out right now. I did get bolts for this guy. I got 6 bolts. These 6 bolts cost me $5. And I also went ahead and got some antifreeze. That guy ran us $18. All right, guys, got the battery hooked up. We're gonna check to see if we have any fuel leaks now. Everything looks good right here. We got good, consistent fuel pressure. Good there. Good there. And we're good there. Looks like we don't have any fuel leaks. New radiator in. We just gotta fill this guy with some water. I'm gonna fill it with water first, not antifreeze yet, just to make sure that it's not leaking anywhere. I don't want to waste an $18 jug of antifreeze. Gonna top it off with water, and if it's all good, I'll drain it out and top it off with coolant. I got my timing belt cover back on. I got my little air intake back on. I threw on just a few other things like this front support. I just got to get my hood latch on and pretty much my hood. Then it's a car again. We're gonna start her up right now. She's running good, guys. We got consistent fuel pressure. Got water in the radiator right now. That way we can do one more flush too. This stuff is still pretty gross in there. I'm just gonna get this cover on and hopefully we're done getting in here for a while. Radiator doesn't seem like it's leaking, so we're gonna drain this guy. Steaming. Taking her on a little test drive. Now that we got coolant in, we got our hood on. I do not have my latch on my hood. I'll just go slow. Oh, my door's on. What the hell? She ran great on the way over here. At 20 cents off, still $5.20. That's crazy. Oh man, spilled gas on my beautiful paint. There's the verdict. $71 for 13 gallons. That's crazy. One receipt? Hell no. I don't need that negativity. All right, guys, we got a full tank. Only cost us $71. What's up, dude? Just got back to the house and I just noticed my exhaust is just hanging there. Must have broke off a hanger or something. I gotta tie this thing up too. Man, I'm just driving around like a delinquent. What the hell? We're gonna get this Lexus up in the air and we're gonna see if we can do something about that exhaust. This exhaust is probably the worst exhaust I've ever done. So a little backstory. Went cruising one day with some of my buddies here on Mount Lemmon. My exhaust hangers broke off. It drugged this whole exhaust pipe literally flat. When we were up on the mountain, finding ways to try to fix it, tried multiple zip ties. Here's one of the freaking zip ties still. They kept breaking on me, so I ended up finding this piece of wire up there on the mountain, and that was my temporary fix to get it home. And I guess this was just an extra security to keep this guy up there in case it fell again. That day when I got home, since it was my daily, I just freaking welded some rod onto a bolt, onto some more rod, onto the exhaust. That guy literally just broke on our test drive. Not very proud of this, but that's what happened. I will be redoing this whole exhaust just for now because I want to drive it a little bit more. Get a new hanger right here. I might see if I can pull this little bracket off, see if I can get a hanger on the backside back here. Looks like that guy unbolts. We will be doing a full exhaust video. We'll definitely do something cool. I was kind of thinking like an oval exhaust since I've never done an oval exhaust. Either that or could do some dual exhaust all the way back. It does have headers into a dual collector, and then I have a dual collector right here, so we could do dual, or we could do a single oval, or we could just do a 3-inch single. So let me know what you guys think in the comments, and we will do an exhaust video here soon. I went ahead and looked through some of my exhaust stuff. So I have this hanger, and then I have two of these little short guys right here. It looks almost the same. I'll pop that guy on there. I found this little hanger. We'll see if we can get one of these guys out, and then we could just weld this to the end of the exhaust pipe. That's some craftsmanship right there, I'll tell you what. Was able to unbend one of these little pins, slip the old rubber hanger out, and got this new one installed, and I got all of our old weld off. We're gonna put this back up on the car right now. I'm gonna get her bolted in, then we'll get this guy welded onto the exhaust pipe. Alright guys, she is up there. So I didn't go too crazy welding it. I didn't really care about this ugly crap. Like I said, we're gonna redo this exhaust. This is just temporary, but she's up there, not going anywhere. And since I'm down here, my sway bar right here, there's a broken bolt. I'm gonna see if I can get that guy out. I hit it with some WD-40. Got that old bolt out. Hopefully those threads are still good. Looks a little mangled right there. Those threads look pretty gone. We'll probably just have to tap it bigger and get a different bolt. Should be good. So we were able to chase those threads. The bolt was able to snug up. One more fix down. All right guys, we got our new radiator in. We got our fuel tank all cleaned out. We got our fuel system working again. We got all of our interior reinstalled. We got our exhaust hung back up. It's starting to look like a car again. I'm gonna take Tank on a little test drive. He's been antsy to go on a test drive. On our next episode, we gotta do something about these headlights. These guys are super cloudy. The headlights are some old xenon blue lights, and you can't see anything out of them. Probably clear those guys up and give them a little LED upgrade. We gotta get our AC working again. We gotta pick a paint color, guys. I think a white, a blue, or a silver would be pretty nice on here. So you guys let me know. Drop in the comments what you guys think. What color would be best on here? We're just scratching the surface on the Lexus build, so make sure to stay tuned. Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button, and we'll see you on the next one. Really, bro?